We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in the building. We talking some boxing. We talking some real boxing. None of that bullshit. Talking some real boxing. None of that bullshit. Yes, sir. Let's check that sound. Let's make sure that sound popping off. Let's make sure that sound popping off. Let's make sure that sound popping off. Let's make sure that sound. Okay, little lag. Okay, we in the building. We here. We here. We good, and we here. What I do? What I do? What I do? What I do? What I do, man. So yeah, man, we gonna talk some boxing. You know what I'm saying? I just watched this live stream that was crazy as fuck. I just watched a live stream that was crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? For a bunch of different reasons that we gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? I watched a live stream that was crazy as fuck. So look at here. I'm not doing no live. I'm not going, I'm not looking to disrespect nobody, okay? I'm not looking to be rude. I'm not looking to call nobody out. I'm not looking to take food out nobody's mouth. I'm not looking to do none of that, man. But when you talk crazy as fuck, when you say some wild ass crazy shit, you need to be called the fuck out for it, period. Somebody need to tell you about yourself when you start talking crazy. Okay? When you start talking crazy, when you start just making shit up and pulling shit out of your ass, somebody gotta fucking discuss that shit, man. And this go for anybody, man. This go for anybody, dog. Anybody who just gonna be getting up on these boxing streets and just talking crazy, especially when you got a big following, especially when you got people that actually listen to what you say, and then you come up on here making up lies and creating false narratives in order to suit whatever type of agenda that you looking to suit. You know what I'm saying? Shit gotta be addressed, point blank, period. Shit gotta be addressed, point blank, period. Punch drunk boxing. Punch drunk boxing. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Punch drunk boxing did a live with Devin Haney. I mean, not Devin Haney, Bill Haney. In which case, apparently this was a dialogue back and forth where he's trying to convince Bill Haney to drop the WBC belt. He's trying to convince Bill Haney that Devin needs to drop the WBC belt. Now, personally, I don't have an issue with that. Dropping the WBC belt, I don't have a problem with that. I don't fuck with the WBC. I think all black fighters should drop the WBC belt. I think all fighters should drop the WBC belt. The WBC does not do right by black fighters. The WBC clearly has a reputation of doing things to suit its purposes and doing things to disenfranchise the black fighters. You know what I'm saying? First of all, the whole concept of the franchise belt, it was supposed to be a belt that was supposed to be for people who are supposed to be stars in the sport. People that are supposed to be like big stars, you know what I'm saying? People that cemented their legacy. That was the whole quote unquote purpose for the franchise belt. Okay, that was the whole reason behind that shit, right? But if that's the reason behind that shit, how the fuck did T.O. get his hands on a franchise belt? How the fuck did T.O. get his hands on a belt that's supposed to be for superstars in the sport? A guy who anybody who people barely knew who the fuck that was. How did he get his hands on a franchise belt if that's what it was supposed to be for? So clearly the whole idea of the franchise belt, just even the idea, before we get to the constructs of what it actually is, the whole idea of the franchise belt is some bullshit in the first place. Because if you're saying that it's for superstars, and then you turn around and you give the shit to T.O., a nigga that people barely know who the fuck that nigga is. I think I only seen 2 of that nigga's fights. But yet, he gets a franchise belt, something that was supposed to be created for people like Canelo, superstars in the sport. So I look at the WBC very fucking sideways, and as should you, as should anybody that supports the sport of boxing. And it seems like this franchise belt only comes into play when it's a black fighter looking to challenge a quote unquote Hispanic fighter or Mexican fighter for championship supremacy. That franchise belt only comes into play in those cases. Lomachenko applied for the franchise belt in order to get away from Devin Haney. Canelo applied for the franchise belt when he was trying to get away from Jermall Charlo. But it seems like the franchise belt only comes into play when there's a black fighter that's looking to challenge for that belt. It seems like the WBC has a history, or WBC seems to like moving the goalposts for black fighters that have fought their way up to the top. That's what it seems like to me. I don't think any black fighter should fuck with the WBC, period. Nevertheless, this is Punch Drunk's argument. He feels like Devin Haney should drop the WBC belt. That's supposedly his main argument. Let me start from the beginning. Let's go over this live. What old Punch Drunk is talking about. Let's talk about what Punch Drunk is actually talking about. Punch Drunk found an interview between Barbershop Conversations, okay, and Mauricio Suleiman. And in that interview, Mauricio Suleiman mentioned that Devin Haney petitioned to fight the people that he fought after he won that interim belt. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Jones in the building. Don't be mad at Punch. No one respects a strap made 6 months ago without having a strap. Punch is a good dude with a different view on stuff, but he's very smart and all that. I'm not looking to attack Punch Drunk, man. But Punch Drunk is trying to push this narrative. I'm about to go into what the narrative is right now. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to push this narrative of what Mauricio Suleiman said. You know what I'm saying? The fact that Devin petitioned for these fights. So this is really what Punch Drunk's getting at. He's saying that because Devin petitioned for those voluntary defenses with Gamboa, with Linares, with, you know what I mean, with these dudes. He's saying because that he petitioned for those fights, his narrative is, oh, he petitioned for those fights, but he didn't petition for T.O. He didn't petition for Lomachenko. He didn't petition for these guys. Therefore, he never actually wanted to fight them in the first place. See, I read in between the lines, in between the little slick shit. So on the surface level, Punch Drunk is saying, well, okay, well, I'm trying to help you out, Bill Haney. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out. I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? I told you should drop the belt. On the surface, he's telling him he should drop the belt, which I feel like he should drop the belt too. Which I feel like the WBC is bullshit too. But internally, really the agenda is Well, yeah, you should drop the belt, but at the same time, you never petitioned to fight these guys. So really, you never wanted to fight them in the first place. So really, nobody really ducked Devin Haney. Whoa, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I was with you when you said fuck the WBC. I was with you when you said that. But when you turn around and say nobody ducked Devin Haney, hold on, bro. You want some other shit. That's some whole nother shit because Devin Haney didn't petition to fight T.O. because he didn't petition to fight Ryan Garcia because he didn't petition to fight these dudes. They didn't duck. Nah, bro. You out of pocket with that argument all the way around. You all the way out of pocket with that shit. And again, I ain't got nothing against Punch Drunk. I don't really watch his channel like that. But I seen a few videos that I'm like, I got to go ahead and talk about this shit because this shit is crazy as fuck. And then the shit is, as I heard Punch Drunk talking about this shit, I heard another, I guess them channels go hand in hand or whatever. I don't know how the fuck that shit go. But as I heard Punch Drunk talk about the shit, I heard another channel go live about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the same shit. When in all actuality, it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Is the WBC full of shit? Hell yeah, the WBC is full of shit. But at the same time, T.O., Loma, Ryan, these dudes are ducking Devin Haney, period. Devin Haney has the real WBC belt. I don't care what the WBC says. I don't care what Mauricio Suleiman says. Ain't nobody fucking with no belt. Just like my guy just said, Johnny Jones, ain't nobody fucking with no belt that was created 6 months ago so people could duck. It's really the duck belt. That's really what the fuck it is, but let's keep going in. Let's keep going in, because this is some old bull ass shit. Somebody got to talk about this shit. That nigga went live for 3 hours preaching that bullshit. So I'm going to be up on, I ain't going to be up on no goddamn 3 hours, but I got to be up here and talk some real shit, man, because all the bullshit that was put into the algorithm, man, whoever talking boxing, y'all need to get up on here and talk about this shit, man, because we need to counteract that bullshit that Punch Drunk talking about. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The agenda is really nobody ducked Devin because he never petitioned for the fight. But let's go in further, though. Let's go in further, though. Because Punch Drunk's main argument in this whole whatever the fuck he's trying to conjure up, his main argument is that Devin didn't petition to fight T.O. or Ryan. But here's the thing. My guy G Park in the building. What's going on with you, my guy? What's going on with you, my guy? Go ahead and hit that playback on me, man. But I'm going to keep cooking. Go ahead and hit that playback. Your boy Punch Drunk out here tripping. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Punch Drunk is tripping. So Punch Drunk main argument is that Devin Haney never petitioned for the belt. He never petitioned to fight T.O. He never petitioned to fight Loma. He never petitioned to fight Ryan Garcia. So for that reason, nobody's ducking Devin because he never petitioned them. That's Punch Drunk argument. But what Punch Drunk is talking about are voluntary defenses, not mandatory defenses. So what's the definition of a voluntary? What's the definition of somebody, fighters volunteering to fight? That's the very definition of voluntary. So why the fuck would you petition a voluntary to fight somebody who don't want to fight you? Unless y'all on the same accord and y'all agree to fight, why would you waste your time petitioning to make a fight with one of these dudes? And this is the argument, this is the whole narrative agenda that this dude trying to push. Why would you petition to fight somebody who ain't trying to fight you? Y'all ain't got no agreement to actually fight. Why would you waste your time petitioning that? That's the very definition of voluntary. The very definition of it. Why in the fuck would you waste your time doing that? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? That whole argument is dumb as shit. At the end of the day, they ducking. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all them dudes is ducking, period. T.O., Ryan, all of them. G Parker in the building says, come on, dog, that's some bullshit. Everybody you named gave bullshit reasons for not fighting Devin Haney. Absolutely, man, but your boy Punch Drunk went live. Your boy Punch Drunk went live, dog, and this dude started running his mouth talking about how nobody's really, this is really what his argument is. He's trying to mask the shit behind, oh, the WBC, he should drop the WBC belt. That's really a cover up for really what the agenda is. The agenda really is for him to say, okay, Devin Haney, nobody's ducking Devin Haney because Devin Haney could have petitioned to fight T.O. He could have petitioned to fight Loma. He could have petitioned to fight these dudes. So because he didn't petition to fight these dudes, nobody's ducking him, which is some bullshit. Why would you petition a voluntary to fight somebody who ain't trying to fight you? Why would you petition to do that? Let me drop the link, man. Anybody trying to hop on here, G-Pac, I don't know if you got going. I don't know what you got going on, but anybody who try see, and here go the thing by dudes like that on these bigger platforms and shit like that. They don't drop links. I ain't got no problem dropping links, and I'm not here to fucking go after nobody. That's not what this shit is about, man. But we got to put some truth out here, dog. We can't have niggas out here lying and shit, dog. This dude out here just straight lying, dog. Like, for real, for real. For real, for real. And trying to be real slick about the lie. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be real slick about the lie. Like, my guy. All them dudes is ducking. Ryan Garcia is the mandatory and chose not to fight Devin Haney. When he's the main chose to go into another title eliminator instead of fight Devin Haney. Where they do that at? What part of the game is that shit is what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm trying to figure out what part of the game is that shit. My guy Asante in the building. Asante say even if he petitioned to fight them, they will all turn it down. Those is facts, Asante. Those is facts. Why would you waste your time petitioning to fight somebody who ain't trying to fight you? It's a voluntary. The definition of voluntary means you're people are volunteering to fight. Nobody's making them fight. They volunteering to fight. That's what voluntary means. So why would you petition a voluntary to fight somebody who you don't want to fight, who don't want to fight you? You wasting the whole goddamn petition. It's a waste of an email. That's a waste of Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? You can't get your Wi-Fi back. What? I don't understand what agenda this dude is trying to push. I really don't get this shit. You know what I'm saying? My guy G Parker says facts. Dog, but I'm telling you, dog, I assure you, because y'all probably coming on here like, oh man, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This shit sound crazy or whatever. Dog, but I assure you, go to Punch Drunk's channel. And I don't even want to, I just need y'all to go over there and hear what I'm talking about. And listen to these bullshit ass arguments that this dude is making. This dude is literally saying because they didn't petition to fight, that means they didn't want to fight. Where they do that at? Right. Teofimo Lopez chose to fight George Kambosos instead of Devin Haney. We wouldn't even have to talk about this shit right now. We wouldn't even have to talk about this shit if Teofimo Lopez would have just fought Devin Haney in the first goddamn place. But why do you think he didn't? Why do you think he didn't? Why do you think he said he needed 10? Why he told Eddie Hearn he need $10 million to fight Devin Haney when the motherfucker had only made $1 million at this point in his career? Why he need $10 million to fight Devin Haney? Why he choose to fight a mandatory when he had an opportunity to unify the belt and fight the #1 guy in the division? We crazy as fuck. These narratives out here getting crazy as fuck, man. But look, man, when I hear crazy shit, fuck all that. I'm finna jump on here and speak on it. Cause you motherfuckers can't just get away with saying crazy shit no more, man. Nah, man, I can't, fuck that. I can't allow people to just come online and just start saying crazy shit. Like without nobody coming on here and checking your ass for the bullshit arguments that you make. And what's so crazy? The dude's like literally like, I've been telling Devin to drop the belt. I've been telling him to drop the belt. I don't think nobody should fuck with the WBC, period. I don't think no boxer should fuck with the WBC because they make up rules as they go. That ain't never no good business relationship when you dealing with an entity that make up rules as they go. However they feel like. If it's Wednesday, let's make some shit up. That's how the WBC get down. I don't think anybody should fuck with an organization like that. Any organization that would create a Black Lives Matter belt, any organization that would create a Black Lives Matter belt isn't to be taken seriously and damn sure isn't to be fucked with on any type of personal level. On any type of level. Personal, business, walk by it, any type of level. A Black Lives Matter belt? Unscrupulous. I wonder what Mauricio Suleiman's dad would think about Mauricio Suleiman in the direction that he's taking the WBC. The WBC, man, has a huge role in what's wrong with boxing today. And that's the one thing I do agree with Punch Drunk about. Because he talked about the WBC being some bullshit and being a big problem. And they are a problem. But don't use the WBC to make it seem like your partners, Tio, your partners, Loma, your partners, Ryan Garcia, don't use the WBC to make it seem like your guys ain't ducking. Because they are. Don't use the WBC to make it seem like they could have stopped the Loma from vacating the belt and applying for the franchise belt. First of all, how the fuck do you apply for a belt? How the fuck can I apply for a belt? I don't see why not. If all you got to do is apply. If all you got to do is apply, why can't I apply for the fucking belt? That's how nonsense this fucking belt is. No title defenses. The belt is only in 2 weight divisions in boxing, which shows you how legit this shit is. What the fuck? I don't even get why anybody will fuck with this goddamn belt. Let me see if anybody coming in the chat. OG Park in the building. Come on through, G. Come on through, G. Connecting that. G Park, what's going on with your pimp sauce? Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Man, that's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I just got off work. I done walked in and I pick up on this bullshit.
I'm trying to tell you, they fucked up my whole night. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling, man. I had me some good ass Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? I was watching me some shows. I was chilling. You know what I'm saying? I look online to see what's going on, and I'm like, oh hell no, that's some bullshit. Yeah, we got to talk about this. Yeah, man. What you? I mean, do you understand the situation? G, you understand what's going on with this shit?
Okay. No, I don't really understand the situation, but I mean, it's, you know, I understand enough to pick up on some bullshit. How you gonna say somebody been ducking when this dude is called out everybody, and everybody has made up every reason? Oh, he ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. So I guess you saying you nobody because you won't fight him.
Hey, absolutely. But here go the thing. So this is what he doing. He not saying nobody. He not saying that Devin's ducking. What he's saying is is that Ryan and Loma and Tio aren't ducking. And the way he's saying that they not ducking is by saying, oh, because Devin never petitioned to fight them. So when Devin became the interim champion, or when he became champion, all his title defenses were voluntary title defenses. And when you were a champion, you gotta petition the WBC. You gotta get permission from them to fight these dudes. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is if the mandatory doesn't want to fight, then he can fight. You know what I mean? Like he gotta fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? So if the mandatory, which is Ryan Garcia, don't want no smoke, then he gotta fight somebody else. So he had to get permission from the WBC to fight those other dudes. So he got the permission. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what the conversation was about between Mauricio and Barber. I think it was barbershop conversations. So
Okay.
so what the dude is saying is, okay, because Mauricio didn't because Devin didn't actually petition to fight them, fight those dudes, that he never really wanted to fight them in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And they not really ducking them. That's really what it is.
Man, okay. Well, I guess if you ain't ducking, I guess a sidestep ain't a duck. Or if you avoiding somebody, that ain't a duck. If you point at their boxing record, that ain't a duck. You know, like man, like y'all were talking the other day. Hey, I'm riding with Charlo all day on every fight, but with that whole Benavidez, man, I told you I take that L with him. I mean, he ducked. You opened up, you call a man out. Then when they put it out there, you find a way to get out of it. That's a duck. You know, that's a duck all day long. So I don't know what to call it. I mean, you can say what you want, but man, hey, you sidestep the dude, whatever it was, nobody wanted to get in the ring. Everybody found a way to get out. And as far as petitioning for a belt, so I got to get, I mean, how many signatures do I need? I mean, what do I write up? I would like to fight this guy. I mean, what's the whole purpose of a call out?
Yeah.
You know, that's what's been going on. Like, man, you jump in the ring, you let it know, hey, I want the smoke. Then we go in the room and we start negotiating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you know, and it's crazy to me because it's always the same story with a lot of these dudes out here, man. They try to make it seem like the reason why these fights ain't happening is because of this and because of that and politics and that. Man, fuck all that, dog. If the fighters want to fight, they can fight, period. Both fighters got to want to fight, though. You know what I'm saying? If no sanctioning body is mandating the fight to happen, then shit, it ain't gonna fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? If the WBC, if you got a franchise belt, right, and you can't, and the WBC can't make you fight nobody in order to keep that belt, because the franchise belt is a designation, it ain't even no real belt. You know what I'm saying?
And you have to, and you apply for that belt.
You apply for it, dog, like a job or some shit.
You went and asked for that belt. I want this belt so I don't have to fight. I can pick and choose who I want to fight.
Yeah, man, you got to send out you got to fill out an application, you know what I'm saying? You got to submit the documents, you know what I'm saying? All kind of crazy ass shit. So it's like, you know, you got to do all that. So clearly in order for you not to have a mandatory. So, man, the whole argument is crazy, dog. The whole argument.
Is it safe to say that every franchise champion is ducking?
Oh, hell yeah. That's more than safe to say. It's a duck belt. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what I thought. They give you a green light to bypass everybody. Now I don't want to fight this and I want to fight that. Everybody trying to hold on to these records, man. Yes. Like you think Hitman Hearns, Hagler, Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, all these dudes Hall of Famers, they all got L's on their records. L doesn't discredit you. You can still go out there and whoop ass even with an L on your record. You know that's what I'm saying. It's that Mayweather effect. Yeah, and he wasn't scared. He wasn't scared to lose his oath. He just whooped everybody.
Yeah, he went out and fought the best. The whole first part of his career was him fighting the best competition that there was to fight. And even at the later parts of his career, the way he managed even the later parts of his career was still way better than it's still better than all these other fighters out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was talking about. I'm gonna look at the fights that he gave us for free, as we would like to say. You know, the Zab Judas, the what you call it, man, my boy that he beat the hell out of. Not Kodo. Got it.
Yeah. I got it the other day.
He beat the hell out of him on HBO. Like, man, you just said, like, he gave us all of these fights before he started, okay, you know what? I done got on up in age. I done whooped everybody that I had to whoop to get to this platform. Now, okay, I'll take it, Andre Berto. Nothing against Berto, but he wasn't on Floyd level. You know, like, okay, he schooled Canelo. I knew Canelo wasn't ready for that fight, but he had to school him. He just straight little brother him. That was it, just straight little bro when he took that fight. Robert, the Ghost, that wasn't a good fight. Madonna turned out to be a better fight than it was supposed to be, and Floyd even said it after the first fight. I just made this fight look interesting to y'all because y'all say I don't get in there and do that. The second fight, it was a typical boring Floyd fight. He schooled him, but he earned his way to those fights. None of these dudes doing this. All of them coming up with every reason, man. That's what I'm saying. When they all get the belt, they turn into like some zombies or something because when none of them have a belt, they want to fight everybody. Look at Keith now. Keith ain't got a belt. What he doing? He's spitting everybody's name. Every week I see something about him. This guy ain't nothing. That guy ain't nothing. Quit ducking me. Quit ducking me. But when you had the belt, you ducked them. And so now everybody get the belt and they start turning them politicians. Well, man, I got to sit down with my team and I'm going to let them decide which is the best way for me to go. No. You the man now. You still pick and choose who you want. Your team represents you. You know, they putting money behind you. You go pick and choose who you want. So, yeah, some of this is these boxers' fault, you know. They don't want to get up there, you know, put your foot down. I mean, they making money off of you. So make your money, hey, use your hands to fight the best. Like nobody, I'm not paying to see Canelo fight. What was his name? Whatever the dude name, Alphabet Soup dude.
You're Durham.
Yeah, however, that shit sound like something that is. Yeah, I'm not paying it. You know, I'm like, man, I gotta, you know, I'm gonna counter the zone for that. You know, that's not what I want to see. I don't want to get in there and see fights that I know you're gonna win. Like what I love about this platform, it's a debatable fight. Like shit, Errol and Bud, that's debatable. We can sit here and talk about this all day. It's debatable. But okay, these guys, man, Charlo and Montiel, like, come on, dude. Man, I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you, but man, you looking bad out here right now.
Looking bad out there in the boxing street, man. Like you.
So yeah.
I wonder how he even picked that dude. Like where he found that dude at, dog.
He like, bumped into him on the street or something. Like, man, I remember you, dog, man. You used to spar back in the day, man. You was pretty good. It's like, what you got going on, man?
That's exactly how that shit went. I'm trying to tell you.
That's exactly how that happened, man. I'm like, now Jamel and Costanzo, hey, I'm rocking with that. That's what I'm talking about. Get in there. Solidify your legacy. How you solidify your legacy? It's not about the L's you take. It's about the fights you make.
What they say, that's Big Charlo now, Jamel now. Jamel Big Charlo.
He Big Charlo now?
He Big Charlo now. That's what they saying.
I mean, but can you argue with it right now? That's what I'm saying. I'm still Team Charlo all day, but I got to call it how it is. Yeah. I got one. Hey, he at 154. He got 4 belts going after 5. You know, he going after the other belt, the last belt. I want this fight. He ain't giving no excuses. Now, again, they hate Andrade. I think they just want to catch him out in the streets for real. I don't think they want to make money. I think they just want to go and draw blood with him.
Man, I don't know about all that, man. That's some all, man. He ain't shoot nobody cousin or nothing, man. That sound like an excuse. All that is an excuse at the end of the day, man.
But the way, I mean, both of them hate him the same. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think, you know, I told you my issue with Andrade. Like, I don't know who he pissed off, who we need to go apologize to, because I'm like, that's the one dude who can't get nobody to mention his name. Not a new fighter, not an old fighter, not a current fighter. Like, you forbidden for saying his name. Yeah.
And them dudes don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, they don't want those. But I don't even believe, even, you know, whatever the reason is, these dudes don't want to fight Andre. You know, we could talk about it till we blew in the face with whatever the reason is. At the end of the day, we don't know. But they not trying to fight him. At the end of the day, it's a duck. You know what I'm saying?
I know him and I know Andre and Danny Jacobs put it on brother-in-law shit. Oh no, man, we such good friends that we would never fight each other, you know. When they was talking, when people was talking about them two, when they was both making their names, and they avoided that, they hushed that under the table too. Like, man, friends is friends, but this business. Yes, at the end of the day, we get in there. Hey, how many of your friends you done fought for free growing up?
For real.
Ain't got nothing but a drink and a good laugh to tell about it. Man, you get in there to box your friend for what, $5-10 million, depending on, you know, what y'all looking like at the time, and y'all can't get in there and make that happen for the fan. Oh no, because it is, man. Everybody putting their life on the line every day.
Yeah.
You know, hey, this is your job. my job here. I just told you I was in Cali. I couldn't go in there and tell my job I'm not going to Cali. I only want to work here in Houston. They'd have been like, oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, you find you somewhere else to work in Houston.
Yeah, you can keep your ass where you at. That's what they're gonna
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah.
Yeah, don't
We
even
got
come in.
somebody to do. So what I
Yeah,
do, took my ass to Cali and came my ass back.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
so
how that.
now fighting your kinfolk or something like, all right, I give you a pass. You don't want to fight your brother, you don't want to but man, just hey, two dudes y'all grew up boxing together and stuff. Nah, y'all get in the ring.
Yeah,
Y'all get in the ring. Now y'all ain't gotta kill each other, but man, hey, make your money. That's
yeah.
what partners do. We hustle together.
Hey, let me ask you. You ever watch this dude Punch Drunk boxing before? You ever watch him before on YouTube?
Nah, man. Nah, I kind of stay away from. I go look at some of the comments and it'll tell me if I want to, like that's how I subscribe.
Hey, you be
But
noticing them patterns too, boy. You go up in there, you like, hold on,
yeah, I go
man.
read that, man. Because I didn't got attacked, like the whole Spence Crawford thing. Like, okay, again, somebody like somebody in the fight. I ain't going there and say, oh, boy, finna just destroy Terrence Crawford. He gonna beat him. It's not even gonna be a close fight or nothing. Nah, man. What I just said, nah, man. I think Errol gonna win. That's just my personal preference.
Hey,
Man,
but
I done got cussed out, talked about, and so I'm like, yeah, you know what?
you
So that's
stand
what I
on
go
that,
look
though.
for.
Yeah.
That's what I go look for. If I see you attacking somebody just off a pick, like, nah, I can't get on this platform.
Yeah. Nah, I don't even play that like that, man. At the end of, especially if you picking who you think gonna win in the fight, like that don't make no damn sense. Like, a fight can go any type of way. At the end of the day, Earl got just as much a good chance to beat Terrence as Terrence got to beat Earl. So it's just like,
Yeah,
so for you to pick Earl, which is, the other side of the coin, shit, that's your opinion. So it's, people be on some bullshit, man. But you know what, man,
yeah. You
when
seen that little sparring match I had with somebody that ain't been back on the channel since then.
who you talking about?
Whoever that man, somebody would first take, first last, or something like that, man. And he was
Oh,
on there talking about Errol, and he was going, oh, Errol trip over his feet. So I'm like, okay. He's talking about he's undisciplined. Yeah. Then he talking about he's killing himself. He's been at 147 for going on 10 years. And I'm like, for a person to make 147 pounds for 10 years, that sounds pretty disciplined to me. He ain't never missed weight.
mm-hmm.
He ain't never been stripped. None of that. He get in the ring. He looks sharp. He do his thing. To be undefeated and in pound for pound, like that's pretty disciplined to me. But this dude here, he just came on there just to hate on anybody that likes Spence. Now, I was like, I'm a boxing fan.
Yeah.
I cut for Terrence Crawford. I love his skills. I just said it's just something that I see that makes me pick, Spence. That's it. I ain't
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Spence fan or nothing like that. Cause shit, he leave himself open too.
Yeah.
That
He
fight he
hit.
fought with Sean, he can't fight like that against Terrence Crawford.
Nah,
He
I can't
fight
do
that
that.
same fight he fought with Sean Porter, man. This fight gonna be over with real quick. Now people sleeping on it. Hey, Bud got that power, man. He got that pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they sleeping on it. He can't fight that. He can't fight like that. So I'm not just whoever Spence fighting, that's what I'm riding with. I say, hey, I do ride with the Charlos, but I call it how I see it. And what I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, if Bud fight Charlo, that's more of a 50-50 fight to me. That's a firework fight. Because both of them, they fight the same to me. To the fact that, hey, you can't make that mistake against me.
Mm-hmm.
I see something, I recognize it, and the next time you try it, you out of there.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
I don't know. You can't. At the end of the day, it's a pick is a pick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
yeah,
got their opinion how that's gonna go, and hey, whoever win, they gonna be able to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what motherfuckers really waiting on. You know what I'm saying? Well, because if that fight ever happened, T-Bud beat Earl. You
yeah.
gonna be one of them the first people. I'm gonna be like, hey man, G, what happened to your guy? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be talking big boy
And I'm
shit. And
and
if
I'm gonna have to tell you, and I'm gonna have to tell you exactly what happened. Say, man, I thought Eric was gonna catch him with this because I seen, Bud do this, and I knew he was gonna capitalize on him, and he went out there and beat the shit out of the dude, man. Hey, players fuck up. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. He was right.
Yeah. You gonna have to do some explaining and vice versa. But that's what it's about at the end of the day, man. That's what sport that would make this shit fun, dog. But when motherfuckers out here want to get mad at you for having an opinion and all this shit, man, that's why I drop these links. Cause I at the end of the day, I'm not afraid to to have somebody go against my opinion. You got your opinion, I got mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my little supporting points to go against what it is you talking about. But then you have some channels, some people that get on there and they, as soon as they want to block people real fast. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was on one channel, dog, and I said something. I said something like, "Oh, like Earl gonna lose" or something like that, or not. I said something like Earl gonna lose or something. Motherfucker put me on timeout. I'm like, well, I ain't coming back to this bitch. What the fuck am I
Yeah,
doing up in here for? You know what I'm
I
saying? You
tell you
can't even have no opinion in this motherfucker. Everybody got to be zombified to be up in this
man.
bitch.
Look, you, Argenis Barber, and Knockout Boxing are the only boxing channels that I subscribe to. I was with one, but man, it got there when I started seeing the politics kicking in on it, and I was like, all right, man, I can't do this. You're not telling the truth. You know, you promoting the agenda. You're not telling the truth, man. Tell the truth about the fight.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. You gonna be these motherfuckers better be getting paid, is all I gotta say. This dude Punch Drunk, he better be getting paid. Somebody better be writing him a check. All these bullshit ass lies he telling right now. Cause I mean, what the fuck is you really saying? You
And to
trying to
me,
make
Devin
your
Haney,
guys look good.
to me, Devin Haney is the most duck fighter. That's what I'm saying. Like we talk about all these other divisions. That division right there is action packed. It's a bunch of good fights that could be made in that division, but none of them fighting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. And then, he using these little excuses and stuff like that. But these dudes already came out their face already and already said, "Oh man, well, I don't want to fight Devin for another 4 years." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ryan Garcia talking about Devin ain't got no resume. Well, who in the fuck have you fought? Talking about Devin ain't got no resume. He
Jesus.
ain't built his resume and shit like that.
And
Are you
I
serious?
am not sold on him at all. He in that Lubin category to me, man. I'm not.
In the
I'm not.
Lubin category.
He in the Lubin category. I'm just not sold on it, man. Like, hey, I give you credit for every win that you get, but I'm just not. I don't believe in you.
Man, Ryan Garcia, he ain't even been a champion yet. This dude ain't never even got no belt.
When you avoided a chance to be champion, we're not fighting for belts no more. Belts go along with your legacy too.
Yeah.
Like, you took the chance to duck. You duck. You completely duck. Oh, I'm gonna go fight such and such. Oh, I'm gonna go fight Pacquiao. Like, now everybody knew you weren't gonna fight Pacquiao.
This dude
That dude
fighting
ain't
it.
finna.
This dude Ryan fighting his second eliminator. What?
Yeah.
Dog,
And
what?
I hope he take Fortuna lightly. I really do.
Yeah.
I hope he take him lightly. I hope he underestimates him to a T.
You think Fortuna gonna beat the dog shit out of Ryan?
I really hope he do, but man, that's what I'm saying. I really hope he do. I don't know if he on his A game, man. That little reach now. Ryan do fight behind his jab, but he got that pride in him. That pride that when I get hit, I abandon everything and start fighting.
But here go the stupid part about what Ryan is doing. Fortuna could fight. So if Fortuna fuck around and beat your ass, you just lost to Fortuna. When maybe you could have lost to Devin and it probably wouldn't have been that bad. At least people would have gave you more credit. People would have gave you more credit, like, oh, you fought Devin. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, Devin is a good fighter. He a good dude. Like, I could see why you would lose to Devin, but if you fuck around and lose to Fortuna, somebody that already lost a few times already before, you know what I'm saying? And then you get your ass. Yeah, you done for. You done for.
Yeah,
You
I'm
take
saying these
your ass
boxers
down
need
to
to
number
understand,
10.
man. These boxers need to understand. We the fans are fickle fans. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody wanted to see Wilder and Joshua. That was the biggest fight ever you could make until one of them took a L. Then nobody wanted to talk about the fight no more. All right, what's next? See, that's what all y'all trying to protect y'all records, man, and y'all steady pushing these fights that we want, pushing all of them off. Now, some of them we can wait on, but y'all pushing all of them off, and one of y'all gonna take a L. That's it. The fans gonna turn on you. You done.
Yep.
Nobody wants to see you no more.
Mm-hmm. Fuck all that.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, I think Boots, I think that's a fight that can wait. As far as that, I think he should take Keith Thurman, or Keith Thurman should take him. But that's a fight I think they can wait. Now, this like we say, Bud and Spence, that's a fight that needs to happen, because both of them, y'all getting on up in age. Y'all at that point where, hey, accumulation is gonna start to show. Your skills gonna slowly but surely start to decline. One of y'all on the verge of taking the L, if not both of y'all. The longer y'all try to put this off. So that's what when I said that, man, this fight got to happen within the next year, or else it ain't even worth it no more.
Man, these motherfuckers don't even need to wait, man. Do you remember? Recently, man. Do you remember Timothy Bradley versus Devin Alexander? You remember
Devin
that fight?
Alexander the Great. Yes, sir.
You remember that, man? Do you remember how big of a fight that was? And they was fighting early in their career too.
They fought early in their career, and it turned out to be a pretty good fight. And Devin found a way to get the hell out of there.
He found out a way to get the hell out of there. But the moral of the story is they both went on and had good careers.
Sat down and watched it.
Yeah,
that's why I say, man, I miss HBO because, man, with the other day, because I'm like, man, HBO put them fights on.
They did.
Like, I like Showtime, but they put them fights on, man. HBO fight card was it, man. It was on point.
Yes, they was. Well, you know, at earlier, you know, the late HBO.
Yeah. Late HBO,
You got to make sure you say that. You got to make sure you say that because back them HBO days, that's when you started getting all them GGG fights and GGG knocking out all these damn bums and shit. Yeah, these dudes at 160.
I didn't like that guy at first, man, but when I seen Canelo, as we like to say out here in these streets, man, he stretched back on his ass and hit that boy with something, and he walked right through it and came forward. I'm like, okay, I believe in you now.
You talking about Canelo versus who?
Triple G. When he hit that boy with something solid. He hit him with everything he had. Everything that they teach you to throw a punch, man, he bent his knees, he put that torque on it, everything, man. Triple G walked right through it.
Yeah, man, Triple G, man, I don't.
he got that granite chin, dog.
Yes, he do, man. He ain't even flinched.
He didn't even flinch at all. That's when I was like, okay, so this dude might be the real deal.
You got a chance. Yeah, you gonna have to outbox Triple G.
First, I hated that dude, man. You know, I hated that dude with a passion because, you know, hey, I don't like to speak color lines, but it's color line. So when you get 2 or 3 victories, all of a sudden you at the top. And why I say I'm not a Lomachenko fan. I like his skill set, but I just hate if he say he want to fight somebody next week, they gonna announce their fight.
Hey man,
no problem making his fights.
Hold on real quick. Hey man, anybody new to the channel, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, man. We always talking that boxing, so make sure y'all do that. But go ahead, what you were saying, G.
If I say, please hit that. Let's support this brother, man. This is one of the select few channels where you can actually get on here and talk about real boxing.
For real.
Just have a talk. It may get heated, it may not, but you know what I'm saying? We're not here to insult each other and discredit somebody for their thoughts and opinions, man. That's what we here for. If you say we talking boxing, we talk your shit. Yeah. That's your shit. That's how you feel, man. Talk that shit. You free to.
Absolutely, man. You know,
like I said.
We won't support them lies though. Man. That's what the moral of this live is, man. We won't support them lies over here, man. Punch on boxing over there, just straight line and shit, dog. Like, come on.
They got to understand how your council set up over here, man. You got me, man. I'm gonna try to be the mediator and the peacemaker in the situation. You got your hit man and Argentin's barber over there, man.
Ain't he a hit man? That boy, that be on 10,
you ain't supposed to, man. You better have every fact lined up because if it's not, he on you.
He on your ass quick.
Yeah. You got knockout. He come through like Jason Bourne. You know, you don't even realize you did until at the end of it. And then you got my boy T Smoot. That's my boy, man, right there. I like old Terry Smoot, man. That's your eulogy right there. Yeah, he come through with your eulogy, man.
Man, they was cooking my guy in the comment section, man. I could tell they was making him feel uncomfortable. I'm like, why they doing that, man? Like,
man. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta have everything on point, or agenda's coming for you, dog.
Yeah,
everything, man. Or Jenna's the hitman barber. If it ain't on point, I'm looking for you.
Hey, those is facts, man. Those right there is facts right there. Yes, sir.
But no, man, Terry was on point with a lot of stuff, man. I agree with a lot of stuff that he was saying, and I like his knowledge too.
Yeah, man. He got good knowledge, man. We had a good little talk, man. I was on that I think it was about almost 4 hours, dog.
Man. I was say, man, because I was that's when I was on the road on my way to Cali, man. So I get in the mountains and I kept losing service. I was with
you the whole drive.
I was like, man, they kept pausing, coming back. I was like, damn. I was looking at it. I was like, yeah, he on point with his.
Yeah.
Like he knew all the way back to the amateurs. Now, some of them I don't get that deep on the amateurs, but you know, I was like, man, I'm always cool with it. You know, you talking about defensive fighters, man. You can go look up Jorge Paez. That dude, that was impossible to hit.
Okay.
He can get out
Okay.
against the ropes. He was Pernell before Pernell. You
Oh.
know,
Okay.
so that's what I'm saying. Like I go way back with it. So
Oh. Okay. 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 I likes that. I like that name right there. You just dropped on me. Yeah.
yeah, man, we forgot about Chris Bird. Nobody mentioned him. You couldn't hit him standing right in front of him.
Chris
They
Bird.
could
Yeah.
tie you
Chris
out.
Bird.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I say, man, I get on here talking, man. I ain't just talking from a fanboy point, man. That's the word that everybody like to throw around.
Yeah.
If you support somebody, like, nah, man, I'm a boxing fan. I go way back with it. Wide world of sports. I say, man, I ain't no youngster.
Yeah, that word so accurate though, man, because that's exactly what it be out here, man. Bunch of fanboys
Man,
out here just parroting what people saying, you know what I'm saying? And then the people that they parroting is just be out here lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so you're parroting lies is literally what you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to at least find somebody to parrot who ain't telling lies at least. You know what I'm saying? You
which
got this. Go ahead.
that's where you come in at, dog. That's where you get the credit for because you did a nice little OG check on your boy. When I told you about Errol, you asked me, what do you see? That's how you separate it
Mhm.
right there. If somebody, oh man, because he gonna hit him in his body, like, okay, so all right, you on that fanboy shit, he
Yeah.
throw body punches. So all right, ain't no need to even continue
Yeah.
this conversation. So yeah, when you get like, man, what you see? That's how you separate that. Just ask him, what do you see? And allow
Absolutely.
them to tell you, what do you really see?
Yeah, no, I tell motherfucker, I be like, if somebody say, okay, this person gonna win, I be like, oh, really? Okay, break it down for me. How you see him winning? Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
absolutely. When I get that answer, I'm like, oh, really? Okay. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah.
it's something to go look at.
It really
Like,
stopped people in their tracks, really, because a lot of people who I asked that they ain't got no answer for me. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I asked one dude, I was like, yeah, man. So what you see, like how you break it down for me? He was like, man, I'm just supporting my guy, man. Like
yeah,
I'm just supporting my guy, man. Look, man, don't be asking me them kind of questions. I'm like, okay, I know what time it is. Yeah, man. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm with all that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but
yeah,
don't discredit nobody else.
yeah,
Because you
yeah, yeah,
never know who you discredit. That's what I'm saying. Seek that person knowledge first before you start, man.
yeah.
And say, man, I go way back. Like, dog, I'm 42.
Hmm.
So I've been watching boxing since I was a kid. So I go way back, that's what I'm saying. And Tim Witherspoon, I remember, look, Sean O'Grady before he even started hosting sports when it was on the Cartoon Network and stuff. When he got beat up when the dude took the pads out of his glove and beat him down real bad.
Oh Lord, yeah, you go
So
back a little further
yeah,
than
I go
me.
back.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I say, man, nah, I'm a real boxing fan now. Do I have fighters that I like? Yeah, man. You couldn't tell me nothing about Floyd. You
Hmm.
know, you couldn't tell me nothing about that. I was rocking with Sugar Shane till I seen old Vernon get in there. When I seen when a fighter gets intimidated, man, you can tell. When
Hmm.
Vernon Forrest beat Sugar Shane the first time, when they got in the ring the first time, you could tell Shane was scared. He still remember the ass whippings from the amateurs.
Hmm.
So, what I'm saying, that was the first, like, man, he intimidated the hell out of him. So, like, that's what I be looking at body language.
I
So,
got
I'm not
Mango
just
Juice
no,
07 and I'm sorry, cut y'all, man. I
no,
want
no,
to say
go ahead,
what
man.
you shout my guy. My guy Mango Juice 07 in the building, man. Say King David Fire, what's good, bro? What's good with you, Mango? I dropped that link for you, man. If you want to hop on here and talk some boxing, man. What's good with you, my guy? What's good with you? Continue what you were saying, G.
Yeah, no, no, I was just saying, man, people be liking to just discredit people just for the hell of it, man. Insult people because, hey, you know what? I got a platform. I'm safe. I'm 100 miles away from you. I can say what I want, and can't nothing happen to me, man. And like, and they kind of not only, we already got boxing ruined. Now we got, commentary between, regular folks ruined now.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. If you got to do all that, man, then clearly you ain't all that confident in your points to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Your arguments ain't all that strong. You know what I mean? If can't nobody challenge what you saying, you can't defend what you saying, then you probably shouldn't be saying it in the first goddamn place. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I don't rock with that type of shit, man. Nah, man. We talk boxing over here, man. Fuck all that other dumbass shit, dog. I don't even hear. Fuck all that other shit, man. We talking boxing out here. So let me ask you, G
Yeah,
man. Let me ask you, who
yeah,
would you Floyd is your guy, right? That's your favorite fighter?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Him and Roy Jones, I mean, I'm a fan of the sport. I can just start naming fighters. It depends on which era, but as
Mhm.
far as what you're looking for, as far as overall skill, yeah, I'm rocking with Floyd.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who would you say, anyone, you can pick any era, any era, who would you say would give Floyd the most toughest fight in history? At, let's see, what weight division? Floyd at, let's go Floyd at 147.
At 147, man, I gotta go with with the big three, man. Well, now Hagler was more of a he was a true middleweight, but man, Sugar Ray would have gave him a hard time too. Because I mean, we
Hold on.
talking boxing.
You gotta answer who you say would give him the hardest fight though. Can't
That's
go
what
with
I'm saying.
three.
I believe, yeah. I'm trying to pick through them out of them, but I'd have to go Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I had to go Sugar Ray, man, because both of them are computers in the ring. You know, I got a game plan, but I can come up with another one if I see this one ain't working. If I
I'm
see the
actually,
game,
go ahead, go ahead.
go ahead. No, but no, I was saying like them dudes how they say they can adapt on the fly in the ring. Most fighters have a game plan, and if that game plan don't work, then they don't know what to do.
Mhm.
And then they corner, they seeking instructions. Like these dudes here, they go to their corner, and they corner just there just to hey, this what we do. You come over, you come sit over here for your little minute, man, and we talk to you real quick. And he already got another game plan together. Oh, okay, my straight jab ain't working. Okay, I need to kind of loop it a little bit. I need to counter you. I need to go over the top of you, or I need to go underneath your jab. Little stuff like that. They was quick on the fly with it.
Mhm. Yes, sir. I'm actually gonna go in the opposite direction as you. I would actually say it would be Marvin Hagler, man. I think Hagler would give him the toughest fight because Hagler,
But Hagler
ha-
he was a true middleweight. That's why I didn't pick him.
yeah, but I
That's why I
mean,
didn't. That's Sugar Ray was more closer to 147. Hagler was more like that 154, 160 range really.
uh huh.
So that's why I
I guess
didn't
you
pick
right.
him. But that's why I said that's why I didn't pick him. Or I can't really say hit me because Floyd's short, so he used to fighting taller fighters, and he
Hmm.
keep that chin tucked. So you gotta overextend yourself to try to hit him try to hit his chin,
Hmm.
and that's how Floyd made his money. Everybody wanted to hit him in the head,
Hmm.
and they had to go over. And when you extend like that, he catch
Hmm. Yeah. You ain't lying. But just Hagler, just like looking at his style, the type of style, because he had the skills to be able to box, but at the
you.
same
Yeah,
time, he'll just jump in there and just fight it out. And to me, if you fight somebody like a Floyd Mayweather, somebody with all them type of skills and somebody that can use the ring and use distance like that, the best way to beat him is to fight him. And we saying that with the whole Liam Williams, Demetrius Andrade situation. That boxer versus the fighter, that always makes for the best fights and the best contrast in style, meaning like kind of like how you got scissors that beat paper and rock that beat scissors
yep,
type
yep,
thing. That's
yep.
how that go, man. That's exactly how that go with them styles like that, man. So Hagler to me just his style, and you made a good point about the middleweight argument. Hagler, his style in general would to me would
Yeah,
give
his style
Floyd
was
no problems.
that dude. That dude was heartless, man. That dude was
Yeah.
he didn't have not one friend in the game or nothing. Like he
Yeah.
fought the way you want to fight or to fight.
Hmm.
He fought for and look, and what I say, he even got L's on his record.
Hmm.
But he's still a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of all time. And as a man, that's how you want to be known for.
Absolutely.
I want to be
And then he
known as one of
was
the greatest.
skilled too at the same time, like super skilled. Like so he
He
could
blocked a
box. He
he
could
blocked
box.
he slipped a lot of punches. Nobody saw that. They saw the ones that landed, but you saw the ones that missed.
Hmm.
You didn't see the ones that missed. He slipped a lot of stuff, man. You got to look at his movement, the way he bobbed and weaved and stuff. A lot of that stuff was sliding off that head, man.
Hmm.
He ducked that head, everything was sliding off that old bald head.
Yes, sir. Yes, it was, boy. That boy used
Yeah,
his
so
head as a weapon.
yep, and he had that lethal left, man. Boy,
Okay,
but
okay.
yeah, they had the devastating right hooks, all that, man. That dude, like you said, he was a complete boxer.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I'm gonna switch gears on you real quick, man.
So
We're gonna switch gears real sharp. Like, some news in here. Mark Breland is now, uh, he just got with Jamal Charlo. He's a new trainer with Jamal Charlo. How you feel about that?
Well, one I just saw. Look, scrolling through here, seeing what they talking about. Oh, Jamal done retracted that statement that he allegedly done talked to Deontay about it and retracted that statement, that post, and deleted
Oh, oh
it. So
Lord.
please on it. But on that one, I can't really say. I got to see how it works out. I can't just looking at it on paper. I'm like, I mean, does it make a difference? What he gonna teach you that you wasn't doing already?
Mm,
What
mm,
is his strength? I mean, the trainer that you got already, man, y'all been doing good. You
mm,
know, y'all been making things happen. You still undefeated.
mm.
With this trainer. So when you go change up stuff like that, man, on one hand it show a sign of something wrong.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know something wrong. You know something need to work on. But I would have to see it first. That's how I have to see the product in the ring to say, oh, okay, nah, you don't need to be with him. And it'll take me. I watch that fight. I watch it all the way through. Whether you win or lose, I can tell if that's the trainer for you or not.
Mm.
You
Well,
know.
I think Breland gonna teach him how to fight, talk, because Jamal is like probably one of the taller fighters at middleweight. And he probably gonna go up to
Yeah.
168, and it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. So I think Breland gonna teach him how to fight tall, because he don't really fight tall. He really fights with his knees like bent and
Yeah.
his chin tucked real low. So he really fight a little lower. So I think Breland gonna help him add that element to his game and make him a little bit more efficient from fighting on the outside and things like that. So I think it'll probably be a good little recipe. As far as all the other stuff though, man, all that the stuff that Wilder is alleging, that's very concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
very
is.
concerning. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if you were Jamal, would you hire somebody like a Mark Breland, aside from the boxing skills that he, bring to the table and everything like that? Would you hire somebody like that after knowing the things that's alleged about him by Deontay Wilder?
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like at this point in your career, you got several fights. You got what they got 20, 30 fights. Uh, uh what is he gonna teach you that you haven't used in all these fights? You're not
I,
gonna learn
I
that
I
different.
mean
So,
I think he gonna teach him some stuff. I think Breland got, I
but
think he was a
he's been,
super amateur. You know what I'm saying?
but most pros when they get so many fights and they change trainers,
Mm.
they're still the same fighter within. So no matter
Oh,
what
so
he
that's what
taught you
you're
in camp, you're gonna go in there and do what's comfortable to you, what you've been doing, what got you to this point.
saying. Yeah, that's true.
On one hand, that is some for a good word to use, that's some sketchy shit
Yeah.
that they said, that they alleging him of,
Yeah.
that's horrible. If they find it to be true, then you don't need to be around the sport at all. They need to get you up out of here. You can go over there with Panama Jack, man. You can sit over there with him.
It
For real.
burnt.
When you tarnish the sport like that, man, you don't need to be around it. All
Yeah.
right, that's that. But then two, like, okay, I was rocking with Wilder, but you came up with every excuse in the world other than saying, you know what? I never learned to develop my skills. I just relied only on my right hand.
Mm,
Like I got in with a complete boxer who knew that all I gotta do is neutralize that right hand.
mm,
If I can keep that right hand from hitting me, I got a chance. And that's what happened. You could tell you had shitty ass training. You know, you didn't really prepare for the fight. You didn't take your training serious. So I think Breland was telling the truth about that because it showed in the ring.
mm,
Like
mm.
you didn't try to dodge nothing. You couldn't really dodge, duck nothing. Here it is. You 40 fights in and you still fighting the same way from your first fight.
Mm.
You ain't developed no type of skill.
Well, I mean, man, that whole situation is crazy as fuck, man. At the end of the day, you know, uh, despite how you feel about Wilder, his skills and that sort of thing, you know what I'm saying? It don't change what really, all the stuff that's coming out about Fury, man. Fury whole profile right now is sketchy as fuck. Like everything
Yeah,
about him. The the
yeah,
the the glove, the training partner saying that he got padding removed from his glove, the testing positive for PEDs, the man, it's just so much shit about Tyson Fury, man. I mean, where do I even begin at? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I suppose that Wilder could have not said nothing at all, but I don't know that would have really changed anything any goddamn way because honestly, Fury was trying to get up out the fight before Wilder even said anything in the first goddamn place. So whether he said something or not, the result would have been the same. I think overall, him bringing that type of thing to the attention of the boxing public, I think is a good thing because now you hear about all these dudes getting busted for having no damn padding in their damn glove. Remember that dude the other day, man? He tried to slide through. He ain't had no damn padding. They busted his ass.
Yep. And that's just like Margarito with the plaster.
Yeah, motherfuckers looking out for that shit now. You know what I'm saying?
But
Turns out,
that was on man, RIP not seen Richardson, but hey, that was on him. That was his job to go in there and inspect it and check. And he made sure that hey, his fighter was in the best position, that this is gonna be a fair fight. And that's how he found it. Because he was sitting there looking at it, watching him wrap his hands and realized something wasn't right. So if he doing all that, what was your trainer doing when he was over there? Was he not looking? Did he not check the gloves out himself?
mm, yeah, the whole thing is suspect. And then the JD's, I don't know. I don't. How you feel about JD's Wilder trainer? He seems sketchy as fuck to me too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can't really just say too much about him. I don't really know too much about him, but just Wilder in general, I think he started believing his own hype. He started seeing himself on TV too much.
You think he was smelling himself?
Yeah, that's what that is. Like, man, he could have got away. He could have brought everything he did to the light. If he never won, would have blamed it on the uniform and then started just looking for, oh man, it was 40 pounds and it was this. No, man, just tell the truth. I went out there, I half-ass prepared for the fight, and I got the best out of it. He got the best of me. Then start bringing everything to the light. Now it just look like, okay, this excuse. Now you got this excuse. Now pile it on with this excuse. You could be telling the truth, but it all look like excuses now.
Hmm. I feel like a part of that was like promoted by like haters and media and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I remember at one point they was talking about he said his costume was heavy or some shit like that. When cuz ain't even say that. So it's like, y'all out here false flagging and shit, talking about, shit that ain't even really say. Let me read a comment real quick. My guy Mango Juice 07 said, Charlo don't even have to say who he fights. Call Al. Herb Breland is friends with Ronnie Shields. I heard that too. Ronnie Shields and
Yeah.
Mark Breland are friends and shit.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
they got a little picture together, yeah.
Yeah, everybody know each other in boxing in general, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole world, it's a very small world. Everybody connected, like
Hey
facts.
man, shout out to Mango Juice though, man. He be up in here too, He
Yeah,
be on everything too, man. Hey, shout out to the regulars.
yeah, my guy Mango Juice be up in here with your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mango Juice you gotta hit that link one of these days for your boy one time, Mango. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, we gotta talk this shit for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, chop it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? You know. But Charlo, man, Charlo, man, you know what? We ain't even last live I did. I ain't even really talk about Charlo, though. To be real with it, this whole what's the dude name? Montiel. I ain't even
Man,
talk
what is
about
that?
that shit,
It
dog.
ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to talk about, man. It ain't. Again, as I say, man. Look, baby in the front room right now. When that fight is on, if she coming here, she wants to tell me about her day. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen.
Hey, you
Like,
gonna be attentive? You gonna be
yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna be that very sweet, loving, kind male. That they talk about, man. I'm gonna be that. Yes, dear. You're right. Okay.
Man,
I
oh
can't.
man.
I gotta support my guy, but it's hard to support him on that. I know you gotta fight somebody right now since Andre just fight, but that was another fight. Like, I'm with y'all on that. I don't understand. I don't believe in the politics side of it, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, it's something going on with Andre. But I think that's a fight that they should have took. Like, hey, even if again, they gonna pay you to whoop somebody you don't like.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they gonna pay you millions of dollars to get in the ring and whoop somebody you don't like. And I actually believe that they would beat them, either one of them at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that they would beat him just because the thing I don't like about Andre is he drops his hands, man.
Mm.
He drops his hands and he opens himself up wide. Like when Marta Rosen knocked him down, he was lunging in. Like he got some long ass arms. He got like 2 legs for arms or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got some unnatural arms. But he opens
Yeah.
himself all the way up. Like he caught him lunging in. So he's, you can catch him with a good counter. You got it.
I mean,
And
yeah, you know.
it's gonna be something straight. And you gotta throw it straight down the middle and hit him.
Yeah,
Cause
you know.
he opens himself up wide. He stand wide, then he lunges with a lot of punches.
Yeah, he could definitely get caught. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but hey man, that's why we watch the fights, man, because anything could happen. He could get caught and get stopped early. But if he ain't getting stopped early, if you're not stopping him early, it's gonna be a
You
real
can't.
issue.
Yeah, you can't because he starts out fast. That builds up his confidence.
Hmm. He starts out
Like he
fast,
jump
and
on you.
he puts those rounds in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
by the time you on round 6, he already up 5 rounds to 1. You know what I'm saying?
yep. And then
By the time
he
you get
kind of coached
started.
his way out, but he done put his little computer together. He know what you can't. That's what I'm saying. He's a talented fighter.
Hmm.
He is very he got defensive weaknesses, but he's talented because he will attack you. He figures out what you like. When everybody was talking about the uppercut, did he look good this last fight? Nah, but that uppercut was working.
Yeah.
That's why he kept throwing it.
I thought he,
Dude
I
kept
thought it,
walking the
I thought
two.
he looked good. I thought he looked good in this last fight.
But
I think he was
you know how
enough with
we are
a,
though, man.
yeah,
That's how you know how we are as fans. If you ain't going there, because like nobody really knew Liam Williams.
yeah.
So if you ain't going there and put him to sleep, if you ain't hit him with a night quill, man, you had a horrible fight.
Hey, those is facts, man. Hey, those like nothing but facts, man. If you ain't put that man to sleep, hey man, hey, I think he was exposed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That man won. I think it was like 117 or 112 or some shit like that.
yeah.
I think Andre was exposed, huh? You know what I'm saying? It was a unanimous decision. He won the whole fight, he like
I'm
eight
saying
rounds to 4.
he
Yeah,
wasn't no more exposed than what I already saw in.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I know how he like to lunge in and come in and rush in.
mhm.
He come in like a more skilled Sean Porter. Well, a highly skilled Sean Porter. We're not gonna say more than highly skilled. He come in with his head first, and he throw a lot of long punches. He don't throw nothing straight. He loops a lot of his punches, so he leaves himself open. And then he don't hold the phone when he punching either. So he opens himself up and he leaves his chin all the way open. But
Yeah.
the thing is, you just got to be a certain type of fighter to get him because he don't get a lot of credit for being able to take a punch because Marta Rosen did knock him down. But what happened when he got up?
Mhm. Put the smack
Shook it
down on
off,
the motherfucker.
dusted him off. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he ain't
Yeah.
gonna be no walk in the park, but I think they would beat him. I think what now since I think Jamal would beat him.
The head movement is crazy. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
head movement is crazy. So like, and then the counter punching is solid. So while he's
yeah,
moving that head and he's making you miss and he's hitting you with them counter punches, you know what I'm saying? It's a very, very rough night. And just like I said, man, with Jamal and Jamel, they like to start slow. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
very slow. So imagine them starting slow while Andre start fast and he up 5 rounds to 1 going into the 7th round. Now they gotta knock him out. And if they don't knock him out, you know what I'm saying? A rough night for you,
I mean,
man.
it made for fireworks.
Yeah,
It made for fireworks.
that's why you
But
watch. That's why you
man, the
watch.
boys, the thing about the Cholos, a lot of people don't get them the credit on their defense. Have
They
you ever
got
seen
the
somebody really just rock the hell out of them? Like, have you ever seen them just really take a punch?
not really. Their defense is
That's
good. They
just
don't really move their
that's
head
what I'm
too
saying. They
much. They
did it.
they really block though.
Yeah,
They really block.
they
That's
really
really how
block
they.
and parry and all that.
But
So like
you could score at somebody blocking. You know what I'm saying? Andre gonna make
yeah,
you miss. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's like if Andre go 12 rounds with them boys, it's a problem. They gonna have to knock them out.
Yeah, I
They're gonna
seen
have to.
Jamil because I seen him get his ass woke up in that Tony Harrison fight, the first one. And I
Yeah.
say, man, I couldn't argue with that fight, no matter what, whatever way. No, but I'm saying whatever way you scored it, I was cool with it. If
Yeah.
you felt like Harrison won the first, all right, that's cool. If you felt like Jamil, like, all right, I can see that. If you caught it a draw, like it was just that action packed. But Harrison had that nasty ass Ike Forte jab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old bazooka jab. Man, he was hitting it with something. It was catching him, and it knocked him off his game. So, that's my thing with Jamel. I want to see how he get in there with somebody who can actually hit him. Somebody gain that respect. Hit him. So that's why I want to see with Costanzo. Do I think Costanzo gonna win? Man, hell no. But
hell, why you
not
say hell? I ain't gonna say. Hold on, we're gonna talk
man,
about that in a second. Hold on, but Mango Juice 07, we're gonna talk about that. Mango Juice 07 says Jermel got pieced up by Korobov or Jamal. Sorry.
Yeah.
Korobov put some hands on him. You know what I'm saying? He really did.
But yeah, what I'm saying, I mean, he that was another fight. That was on that same night. That was right after that. But I mean, did you see him really, really get hit? That's what I'm saying. Did you see him really get hit with something? It was a nice little. He was catching him, but did he really hit him with something that hurt him?
Charlo got a good. That both of them got good chins though. That's one thing I say for sure. So you probably got caught a few good time, but
I want to see him with somebody that got that. Now I want to see him with somebody that got that thump. Like the same thing that Korobov was hitting him with. Andre can't hit him with it. It's gonna have a different effect. It's gonna have a different effect. It's gonna make him back up and go. What he say? He's gonna get on his bicycle and have to rethink himself again.
Yeah. Andre got that sneaky power. Andre got that sneaky power. You know what I'm saying? Put it on. Yeah, I think a lot of times when people get in the ring with Andre, they expect one thing, and then when they get in there with him, it's something different. That's why he always knock them down in the first round. You know what I'm saying? It's literally when you look at them, it's like a deer in the headlights. Like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I thought this is what I was gonna get. This is some other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at Andre and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But whenever them fights happen, if they happen, man, it's gonna be a damn good fight.
And there we go. That's that part right there that's just frustrating as a fan. Like, man, everybody get out the way. Oh, the reason why I picked Charlo over Costanzo, like that dude don't want to beat Costanzo. He want to be the best. Costanzo looking to fight that name. Jamel want to be the best.
Oh yeah. We gotta talk about that though. So hold on. So you feel like Jamel gonna beat the shit out of Costanzo?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go to distance at all. I think he's gonna get put flat on his back, man.
Okay, you got to break that down for me. How you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wants to be the best. That dude is training to be the best. He's not training to beat people. Some of them want to fight the names. They want the names. Now I want to say I beat this person. Now he want to be the best. He got that hunger in him right now. He been on fire ever since. Because like that's what I tried to tell you the other day. He's not the knockout artist. He actually has more fights that win the distance than his brother do. It's like half and half on his record as far as knockouts to as far as TKOs and everything else. But ever since he knocked out Hadley, when he slept Hadley, he been on a tear ever since, man. He been on fire ever since. He been going in for the kill. It's like, man, it's like a pit bull with blood in his mouth, man. He got that taste for it now, and that's what he want to do. He really want to be the best, and I just see him just outworking him and catching him with something. Because now, like you talking about that sneaky power now he believing in his power now that he does have what it takes to knock people out. He ain't just boxing now. He done became a complete fighter.
I got a prediction for this fight.
All right.
Prediction. This is gonna be one of the hardest fights of Jamel Charlo career. It's gonna be one of the hardest fights of his career. And if he not careful, he gonna fuck around and lose. That's my prediction for you. It's gonna be because
I can rock with you on that.
You can rock with me on that one. Let me break it down. Let me break it down real quick. So this how the fight gonna go. Costanzo got that pressure. First of all, I never seen Charlo in with nobody with a pressure kind of style like that. I don't know how he gonna handle it. I don't know what he gonna do in order to counter it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got no history or no experience seeing him in the ring with a fighter like Castano. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Castano is gonna be very active. He's gonna throw a lot of punches and he's gonna pressure a lot. And Jamel, he just like Jamal, they very conservative with their punches. You know what I'm saying? They're very conservative. They put a lot of heat on the punches they do throw, but they're very conservative with their punches. But the problem with that is if you got a guy like Costanzo, you know what I'm saying, he can easily outwork you. You know what I'm saying? And take you into the deep waters. You know what I mean? He's gonna do that to Jamel constantly to me throughout the course of the fight. I feel like this is gonna be a like a like kind of a version of Andre versus Liam Williams. But to me,
Uh-huh.
Castano's a better version of Liam Williams, and Charlo's not quite Andre. When I say not quite Andre, I don't think he has the same level of skills and versatility Andre has as far as being able to move his feet and that sort of thing. And he throws way less punches than Andre would throw. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a good fight, man. But again, my prediction is it's gonna be a very difficult fight for Jamel. You know what I'm saying? And if he not careful, he gonna fuck around and lose on the cards. 12 round unanimous, not unanimous, but a split decision or something like that. Castano might go in there for that damn upset. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't careful.
Yeah, now he coming to fight. He gonna come forward, and I think that's what's gonna catch him.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with Rosario. They wanted to make a big deal about it, but he just caught him with a good punch that he wasn't expecting.
If
And that's what
he
Jamel been doing lately. He been catching people with stuff they haven't been expecting because they've been like, okay, I can take his power, I can take his power. And then all of a sudden they get hit with something that they never saw before, and now they on the ground.
Again, seeing birdies and shit like that. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I think this is gonna be a tough fight for Jamel, man. Much props and much respect to him for taking this fight, man. Because he could have did some old sucker shit, but he chose to do the right thing and fight the right guy for the belt. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's
Hey,
supposed to
that's
go.
and that's what
Boxing.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When I see stuff like that, they let me know that you want it.
Yeah.
And they let me know you doing what it takes to get there. Everybody else standing behind a microphone. They on the phone like me and you. They sitting up here talking good boxing like me and you now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Larry merchants out there now. Everybody talking a good fight.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know,
sir. Well, let me
ain't
ask you
nobody
this:
trying to get out. Yeah.
who you see after this fight with Castano? Who you see Jamel getting in there with next? What you see him doing after this?
Man, him and her need to go and settle that.
Mm,
I would like to see that. I need her to get back on the map.
I
He
heard
wasn't a
that.
slouch fighter. Yeah, I need him to get back on the map. Like, man, he fighting, on no name channels now.
He fighting on FX and shit, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So I need
uh,
him to get back out there, man. I don't even know what weight class that dude really belong in. No matter what weight class he in, he looked too big for it, man. Like,
man, he look like a
hats off to
damn.
him for he even made 154. Like, I can't even believe he 154. Every time you see him, like, nah, dude, how you make that on the scale, man? But
Yeah, that man
he
on
needed
rig
a
the
little
scale.
fine tuning. He needed a little fine tuning on his skill set, but he was still he's still a credible fighter.
Yeah,
He's a raw fighter. You can tell he got into the sport late, but he's raw. So, but he was still one of at one point he was one of the top. It's just that hey, he slept on J Rock. J Rock wouldn't be taken lightly.
mm-hmm. Yeah, man, he rigged them scales. I don't know what he did to them scales, boy, but yeah,
Yeah, I ain't
he
never
looked
seen
like
that
he
dude
looked
come
like
in.
goddamn. He looked like a cruiserweight running around this
Yeah, he looked like
motherfucker,
T.O.
boy.
coming out there, man.
Yeah, God,
Like
I mean,
Odell
like
since he got that blonde hair.
yeah, for real, man. Look like he plays some ball for real. He big as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that though, man. Hurd and Jermel. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a good one. I'd like to see that one. Yeah, that'll be a nice one. I don't think that's gonna happen. To me, Hurd never
Nah.
been all that, he never been all that keen on fighting Jamel in the first place to me. He could have been fought
Yeah,
Jamel. Jamel been wanted Hurd. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He a
Yeah.
little, he a little raw, and I think he knew it. He don't want to bite off more than he could chew, but he played. I mean, he played it safe. He didn't go out there, he didn't do a Cholo move. Okay, I break his neck and I'm gonna do all this, and then when they
Yeah.
put the paper in front of it, like, man, look,
Yeah. I
you,
was just
you,
like,
you
man.
called me, you called me that
Yeah.
day, man. I was on something, man. Man, me
Yeah.
and baby, we arguing with each other and shit. I just kind of overreact, like,
Like, hey, man, I'm a Christian, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I ain't even gonna do
yeah.
all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but if Rosario did that to him, man, then yeah, man, it'll be a rough night with Jamel. I ain't even gonna hold you. He
Other
not
than
that
that,
I'm thinking about that fight. He gonna have. I need to see. He needed to impress me in the fight before he get in there with Jamel. He need to do something because I mean Jamel gonna. If Rosario did that to you, whew, Jamel gonna.
so,
Whew, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Other than that,
I
man,
don't
I,
know
I
top of
I
that.
really would like to see Jamel and Bud. I really would like to see that fight.
Yeah.
I say, I
Jamel
ain't.
Bud
I
will be
don't.
a good one.
Yeah, I don't know about Bud Power at 154, but again, you ain't always got to knock everybody out. You know, Floyd got comfortable just outboxing people. And that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing you can't take away from Bud. That goes with you to every weight class.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, he has the best IQ in boxing right now.
Mm.
I can give him that.
Those is facts.
Yeah, yeah, he got the best IQ. That's what I'm saying. Like to see somebody that can make in-ring adjustments. I
Yeah.
don't like the fact that he. I don't like the fact that he'll take a punch that he don't need to.
You talking
That's what
about
I. That,
Bud?
that, but yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah, he
like
take
fighting
punches
too
that he
much.
don't need. Yeah, he like fighting too much. Yeah,
That's what
But
I was
again,
saying.
it's
That's
been
what I was saying with our Genesis. When he was, I was talking about the only way to beat the only way or the way Earl beats Bud. To me, like you beat Bud by getting him to exchange with you, get him to, you know what I'm saying, and catching him in one of them exchanges. You're not gonna outbox him. If it turned into a chess match, you're gonna
if it
lose
turns
that
to
every
yeah,
single time. That's what I
but
was
and
telling her.
that's what I see with Arrow, because that's what I'm told you. Like, man, of course I seen everything with, the body shots. Okay, I saw that, that's all fine and dandy, that's all fancy, that's fine. But hell, all boxers throw body shots,
Yeah, that's too
I
basic
start
for
looking at
Bud. That's too
yeah.
basic.
But that's what I'm saying. I started looking at the respect that the people was getting the body shots. They was looking for the body shot before he even set up to throw it. They was thinking it was like, like Miguel Cotto, 1-2 body, 1-2 body, or I'm gonna come in and throw a 3-punch combo, but he was gonna finish everything to the body, with Cotto, and he sat down on all his body shots. Man, Spence don't sit down on all his body shots and they still effective. But I look at the respect of, the people they were hesitating. They was blocking their ribs. They was blocking their body before he even threw the punch. And that's how he, like Algier, that's how he caught him. Algier was trying to protect that body and he just left his head wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Kell Brook do the same thing. When they got in close, he started tucking the elbows down by his side, pulling them down, and he just kept hitting him in that same eye.
Mm-hmm.
you know. Now, don't get me wrong, you ain't gonna take too many of them body shots, but that's not all he had in his arsenal. But the people that he get in the ring with, they treat him like that's all he has in his arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he's been beating everybody now. The dude Ocampos, well, I
Mm-hmm.
told you, it wasn't the body shot that he hit him with to knock him out, wasn't the one that hurt him. It
Mm-hmm.
was when they was in the clinch. It was like a minute and something left in the round, and they was in the clinch. Man, Errol snuck this body shot out of nowhere, and he hit him, and he was already still feeling the effects of it. So he touched him 2 more times, and he just went down like, I'm all right, I can't take this no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
but but that's what I like about him and Bud. Neither one of them really have to sit down on their punches to get your attention.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well, Earl sit down a lot more than say Bud. Earl a little flat footed at times, you know what I'm saying?
He can be a little
But
flat footed, but it's the punches that he does sit down on. Like it's like that body shot is not something that he just really, really sit down. Like you gotta look at he throws a lot of body shots, but look at the one that he actually putting that umph on. They say putting that mustard on it.
mm-hmm.
So he don't leave himself open when he doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the little thing that I see, like, oh, okay, and like, and the fact that I see how he takes somebody game plan, like this is your game plan, and I'm gonna show you I'm better at it than you.
That's the same type of mentality Bud got
It is,
too, man. That's
yeah,
why he
that's what
ended
I'm
up
saying.
in the little. Yeah,
But
it's
that's
gonna
why
be
I
a
told
dog
you.
fight. It's gonna be a
Yeah, that's why I
dog
say
fight,
it's gonna
man.
be a dog. But I told you, I say, man, it's going to the scorecards, and I
Yeah.
say, man, it's gonna be that one judge that's gonna be on that bullshit. Everybody else gonna have a 115, 113, one for Spence, one for Crawford, and then there's one judge gonna come with some old bullshit. Oh man, it's 117, 109. Like, man, how the hell that even come about? I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
it's always
it's gonna
one
be
of them.
it's one of them.
Always one of them that just be in the back looking shady, look around like 118,
Yeah.
112. You be like, what? Yeah, it's always one of them. You ain't lying about that at all. My guy
Yeah.
Mango Juice 07 says, Bud be wanting to see what you got. Badass. Absolutely. Yep.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
I'm trying to see what you
You want to
got.
see. You want to see what you got, but it ain't gonna always work for you. Sometimes
Yeah.
somebody really do got something for you.
Yeah. When as he move up, if you go to 154 and all that, like what a lot of people think might happen, it might be rough for him to do that. But that's dope as fuck that he's like that though. That's some real, like machismo type shit, man. Like, hey, let me hit me first. Hit me first. Let me see what you got going on. That was shit. What you do? Hey, what you do if you hit somebody in the face? They told you your punch wasn't shit. What would you do? You know what I'm
Well, hit
saying?
him with it. Look, if I hit him with everything I got, and I
Yeah.
know I ain't got nothing else extra, man, you look for the nearest exit, man. see, you see if y'all can work it out. My
Motherfucker,
bad, man. I had a bad day.
he just hit you. He just hit you. He just turn back
Yeah,
around like,
yeah, like, man, like that's
oh,
it.
yeah, like, oh.
Yeah. But man, my guy, look, man, I'm finna have to jump off, man, today, baby birthday, so I gotta go celebrate, man. So,
Oh man, go and celebrate, man. I'm just going here wrap this up, man. I ain't trying to be up here all night, man. I'm coming back
all
tomorrow
right,
night, so that'll probably
all
be a
right, I
little
got
longer
you,
than a
man.
night.
We in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Don't do your
All right,
thing,
Doc.
man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this stream, man. Before that, let's recap the punch drunk shit, man, real quick before I wrap up this stream, man. Back on punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? And his false information and narratives that he's spreading all throughout the highways and the byways. Yeah, man. It's ridiculous, the information this dude is putting out there, you know what I mean? And he's and to recap everything real quick, man. Punch drunk boxing um interpreted the interview. There was an interview that barbershop conversation. That's what this live is about. There was an interview that barbershop conversations did with Mauricio Suleiman. And in the interview, Mauricio Suleiman said how Devin Haney requested to fight the people who he fought. Gamboa, he requested to fight Linares, who he's fighting now. He requested to fight dude who he fought before. His voluntary defenses. You know what I mean? The interview revealed that Haney requested to fight those dudes, okay? Which is pretty much public knowledge. Like, we all know that, you know what I'm saying? Haney picked those dudes. Like, everybody knew that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not news at all. Everybody knew that he wanted to fight those dudes. But why did he want to fight those dudes? He wanted to fight those dudes because the dudes who he actually wanted to fight, you know what I'm saying? The dudes that he actually wanted to fight didn't want to fight him. My guy Mango Juice says, what the fuck? So Mango, you just coming in? Yeah, you did come in here late, man. This whole stream is about punch drunk, man. This stream is about punch drunk. So yeah, man. So punch drunk went on there. He grabbed that little part of the interview. He took that and he ran with the narrative of, oh, well, Haney petitioned to fight Ryan Garcia. He petitioned to fight he petitioned to fight Gamboa. He petitioned to fight Linares. Why didn't he petition to fight Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez? That was the narrative that he was coming up with. That was the narrative that he was coming up with. But in that narrative, he never mentioned Lomachenko applied for the franchise belt. With the franchise belt, the franchise belt don't have no mandatories. You know what I'm saying? So why would you petition or why would you ask the WBC to fight a dude that they can't make fight you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mango, as if Devin ducking. That's how he trying to spin it. Like, ain't nobody ducking Devin. Actually, Devin ducking, because really he could have made the fight happen if he would have petitioned those fights. But hold on, bro. Why would you petition a voluntary, which means that two fighters are volunteering to fight each other? Why would you petition a voluntary to fight somebody who don't want to fight you? That's a waste of a petition. The WBC isn't going to make Ryan Garcia fight Devin Haney. The WBC isn't going to make Teofimo Lopez fight Devin Haney. The WBC isn't going to make who's the other dude? Lomachenko fight Devin Haney. So why the fuck would he petition it? Why would he petition something like that? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no damn sense. Why would Devin Haney petition the WBC to fight Lomachenko and Teo and Ryan if the WBC isn't gonna make those fights happen. So what's really your argument, Punch Drunk? What you really trying to get at? And this is no disrespect to Punch Drunk, but when people come out here talking crazy shit and making up lies and just saying anything, it got to be dudes like me who got to come out and address the bullshit, because that's some old bullshit. The whole concept of the franchise belt is some bullshit. The fact that you even trying to defend anybody who applied for a franchise belt in the first place is some bullshit. The franchise belt is some shit you gotta apply for. You gotta fill out an application to get a franchise belt. You don't get it with your hands like you do other belts. You gotta fill out an application. Tio and Loma and Canelo probably had to go to WBC.com and fill out an application online for a franchise belt. The fact that these dudes had to apply for a belt tells you everything you need to know about the franchise belt. So who in the right mind would defend that shit? And I don't really watch this dude Punch Drunk or whatever, anything like that. I don't really watch this dude like that. I ain't all that familiar with his work. But the one time that I did watch what he, and honestly, it might be some of y'all, whoever out there might be watching this shit, or you might see this shit later, and you be like, "Oh, Punch Drunk, he one of them dudes that be trolling and shit like that. Don't pay that dude no mind." But I mean, this is one of my first times. Now, when I hear some bullshit, I gotta address it. That's some bull ass shit. That's some bull ass shit, bro. And then Bill Haney went live with Punch Drunk, and they were debating whether or not this should transpire. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not Devin Haney, honestly, he wasn't even making his argument clear, because originally dude argument was, well, I think Devin should drop the belt because the WBC is making a fool out of Devin. Granted, the WBC is some bullshit. Okay, and I think all fighters should drop WBC belts. I don't think any black fighter should fuck with WBC. I don't think any fighter should fuck with the WBC, period. Because the WBC make up rules as they go. The WBC do whatever the fuck they feel like doing whenever they feel like doing it, which is some bull ass shit. The WBC, after a long history of being a respectable organization, has shown that they are no longer respectable. They've shown that they are no longer an organization to be trusted. When you can create some bullshit like a franchise belt, some shit that you can't fight for, some shit that don't have mandatory, some shit that just can't be touched. That the WB, any organization that would create a Black Lives Matter belt is not an organization that I would trust to do business with in any shape, any way, shape, or form. If I'm a boxer, I'm getting rid of the WBC, period. The WBC is on some bullshit, has always been on some bullshit, but now more than ever is on some bullshit, and they taking the bullshit to the next level with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, he's talking about Devin should drop the WBC belt, which I agree with. But at the end of that, you want to slide in the fact that Devin Haney never actually petitioned to fight Lomachenko, and never petitioned to fight Ryan, and never petitioned to fight these other dudes. But at the end of the day, whether he petitioned to fight them or not, these dudes didn't want to fight Devin. These dudes didn't want to jump in the ring with Devin. So why the fuck would he petition to volunteer to fight dudes who don't want to fight him? That don't make no sense. The WBC is not going to mandate those fights. Therefore, they're not going to jump in the ring. Therefore, it makes no goddamn sense. So the whole thing is some bullshit. I just need to get up on here, man, and talk about this shit, because it was some bullshit. The shit bothered me, and I felt like talking about the shit, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump up off of here, man. I ain't planning on being on here this long, man. It's already been damn near 2 hours and shit since I've been up on here. But I'm gonna jump up off of here, man. Appreciate y'all for coming out, everybody who's up in the building, man. If you haven't, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. I'll be back tomorrow, late night boxing talk. We're gonna talk some more shit. And I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.